waters of judgment had receded. The ark rested upon the mountains of Ararat. A new beginning bloomed upon the earth. After the great flood, the sons of Noah spread across the earth. They carried with them the breath of a single language, a gift, and soon a temptation. Journeying east, they came upon the wide plain of Shinar, fertile, warm, and waiting. Here they laid down their burdens. Here they resolved to stay. In the ancient plain of Shinar, a great city rose from the dust. One people, one tongue, one restless heart, beating as a single drum beneath a boundless sky. The city thrived. Caravans poured through her gates. Artisans shaped copper and clay. Every voice mingled in the marketplace like a single humming song. In the halls of the mighty, an idea took root. "Let us build a city," they said, "and a tower whose top pierces the heavens. Let us make a name for ourselves." And so the hammers rang. The horns of labor sounded across the plain. Men, women, and children answered the call as one. They spoke, and mountains moved. Thousands labored as one, hauling stone, firing brick, raising cranes of timber and rope against the clouds. Brick by brick, a tower clawed its way toward heaven. They dug clay from the riverbeds and baked it hard as stone. Oxen strained beneath endless carts. Furnaces glowed day and night, breathing fire into the new world. The architects drew their plans beneath lamplight. Spirals, terraces, temples layered toward the stars. No dream was too bold. No height seemed too far. From every corner of the earth, master craftsmen came. Stone cutters, metal workers, weavers of rope. United, they believed themselves unstoppable. Higher it climbed, higher than the cedars, higher than the hawks. A monument not to God, but to the glory of men. The tower climbed past the clouds, past the thunder, past the flight of eagles. And in the watchtowers of heaven, silent eyes began to turn. At its summit, the leaders gathered in triumph. They raised their cups to the horizon and declared, "We shall make a name for ourselves. We shall not be scattered." And the heavens listened. Up the spiral ramps the offerings climbed, garlands of gold, perfumed oils, libations poured into the wind. The tower had become their altar, and pride their god. And the Lord came down to see the city and the tower which the children of men had built. He beheld their pride, and he was not pleased. Then, in a breath, the word of the Lord descended. No thunder, no fire, only a whisper, and 1,000 tongues were torn apart. The air grew thick. A silence heavier than stone settled upon the plain. And then, a single trembling word. A mason turned to his brother, and his brother was a stranger. Commands became noise, orders became chaos. Scaffolds trembled as shouts rose in tongues no ear could hold. Ropes snapped, scaffolds tore from the walls. Stone rained down like hail upon those who had raised it. The great work devoured its makers. Mothers gathered their children. Strangers who were once kin turned their faces from one another. The city emptied into 1,000 roads. The tower fell silent. The people scattered, east and west, across deserts, mountains and seas, carrying with them the broken pieces of a single human voice. And from that scattering came the nations. Tribes of the north with their snows, tribes of the south with their seas, tribes of the east and the west, each with its own tongue, each with its own name. What was once one people became many. What was once one voice became the music and the clamor of the world. So remember the plain of Shinar, for when men reach too high, heaven need not strike them down. It need only let them speak. Remember, O children of men, the price of a heart that forgets the heavens. The ruins of Babel still whisper, for those with ears to hear.